Hey there, welcome back. Today's video is going to be another empties video. You guys know I go through products like nobody's business. And I'm just gonna kind of go through, I just do a quick review on each. And if I can get through the whole bag, great. It's a large bag. But if I can get through the whole bag, great. If I can't, well, I'll just save it for another one. I'll just roll it to my next empties video. So let's get started. The first one is the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. And it's just a basic gel cleanser. It foams up a little bit too much for my taste. I've had it for quite a while, so I finally just finished it. It's very soothing and calming to the skin, but nothing that I really kind of was overwhelmed by and really thought was amazing or would repurchase. It's just a kind of basic gel cleanser, but like I said, it foams up a little too much for my taste to use on a regular basis. Next is the Nip and Fab Viper Venom Body Serum, and it's a kind of a firming body serum. Didn't see too much difference with this. I would use it underneath my moisturizers. It's not kind of I didn't have the same results with this that I did with like the Clarins Cellulite Gel. I reviewed it before on my blog. That tends to have a really great results with the appearance of cellulite. Remember, this stuff is not permanent. Your cellulite's not going away from creams. But it does, I have found that one specifically really helped to reduce the appearance of it. And then of course when I stop using it, it'll come back. But I didn't see as much results with this. I liked the way it felt on the skin. It was really kind of moisturizing and it felt great, but I didn't see too much firming. All right, next, this is actually my favorite scent by Nest. It's the White Sandalwood. Sorry, the letters are kind of all rubbed off from my fingers. I actually prefer this more than the Midnight Floor, which I didn't think was possible. It's very warm, kind of sweet, woodsy, somewhat. It's sandalwood, so if you are familiar with the scent of sandalwood, then you'll kind of understand it. It's kind of that warm, sweet, woodsy smell a little bit, but I just love this stuff. I was thinking about getting a second bottle, but I already have so many fragrances I need to go through, and I have some roller balls of this, so I was like, all right, I can manage with the roller balls for a while until I need to get another one of these. But it's a great winter scent. Oh, I absolutely love it. Next is from Shifa. It's a line from Dubai that I reviewed their body scrub a while ago, which I loved. And this is the body wash, the basil mint and black pepper body wash. And it was like a really thick kind of jelly gel texture. Really interesting texture. Loved it because it was really soothing and cooling on the body. Very nourishing and just kind of really, pleasurable to use. I mean, body washes, it's all about the scent and the feel of it initially. That's kind of the whole part of body wash. And it made my skin feel really great. It would never replace my Dove sensitive cleansing wash that I use from Dove. It's kind of like my all-time holy grail. I always have a bottle of that in the shower. That's like the ultimate for my skin. But I really enjoyed this as like kind of a body gel in place of the wash that I use. Next is the Kate Somerville Purify Cleanser. This is a gel cleanser and really liked this, first of all, because it's really minty. Like it really wakes you up in the morning. That's what I loved about this stuff. It's so, can't really smell it anymore because it's gone. But really loved this stuff. Really woke me up in the morning. It was like a nice, refreshing, cooling feeling on the skin when I use this. Next is the Clarins Multi-Active Day Early Wrinkle Correction Cream. This is for all skin types. Let me see if you can really see it there. It's empty, so whatever. Really enjoyed this stuff. It's for all skin types and it's one of their popular day creams. Liked it because the texture did have like a very fragrant scent to it, I will tell you. It's a very kind of perfumed fragrant scent. Doesn't bother me. Scents tend not to bother me. Really kind of just melted right into the skin. Can use it in the hotter, warmer weather, but I tend to like it in the cooler weather a little bit more because it's a little bit richer, but wears beautifully under makeup and really kind of is a great way to kind of begin, or finish my skincare before I put on my makeup. I just really love that stuff. Next is a serum that I just finished, and it's the Skin Caviar Liquid Lift from La Prairie, and loved this stuff. It is part of their Skin Caviar line, and it's a kind of a firming line. And I don't have, obviously, I mean, I'm not at an age where firming is too much of an issue, but what I did find when I was using this is like my skin I definitely saw a difference in the firmness of my skin, the feel of my skin, and it just was absolutely amazing when I would put makeup on over top of it. It really helped to just kind of give me kind of just a nice finish to the skin. Was never too shiny, too dewy, just wore well beautifully under makeup, and really helped to kind of, I did find, it doesn't necessarily say it's going to do this, but I found that it did help to kind of minimize the appearance of my pores when I was using it. That's why I really like to wear it during the day, especially. So that's not one of like maybe the features and benefits that you talk about in the web, that they talk about in the description of the product, but that's a result that I saw when I was using it. I really felt that they looked much more minimized. So, little 2 cents. Next is a lip balm, the Amorovixa. That's how you say it. Lip balm. So like small like this. And really liked this stuff. Used it at night, very thick treatment. And kind of had like a menthol-y scent to it. I don't think it has menthol in it, but it had like a menthol-y scent. I don't know. But wasn't as like solid as some, like the By Terry Balm de Rose. It's really solid. This was much, this doesn't sound like it would be nice, but it's like goopy, but it's not goopy in like the, ew, it's goopy. It's the only way for me to describe it. It definitely had some like slip to it. It wasn't as solid as a typical normal lip balms can be. So really, really enjoyed this stuff though. It really made my lips feel fantastic. Couldn't really wear it during the day because it was a little too heavy, and when I would put lipstick over it or whatever, it would just kind of like slide right off. So I really found it was better at night for me. Next is the Rhode Dragon's Blood Cleansing Water. And really love their Dragon's Blood line in general. I've used their mask before from this line, which I loved. It's such a good hydrating mask. And this was a great kind of cleansing water. I use it as a first step. If in my 2-step cleansing, I would tend to use this kind of like remove makeup and then kind of finish with whatever cleanser, maybe a balm cleanser or an oil cleanser, you know, to kind of finish that 2-step cleansing process that I like to do. But really liked this stuff. It was quite hydrating and really kind of cooling on the skin. So really enjoyed it. Next, oh, I really love this stuff. The Clé de Peau Gentle Balancing Lotion. Really, really loved this stuff. I used it as my second toning step. So after like an acid tone, I would use this, and just found that it was so hydrating, soothing, softening. My skin was much more balanced when I would use this. So not as oily, not as dry, it just kind of would fall right in the middle, and it was really nice and balanced. And yeah, it took me a long time to go through too, but loved this stuff. I would use like 2 pumps maybe on a cotton pad, sometimes into my hands, and pat it on my skin if my skin is feeling extra dehydrated, but it did take me a long time to go through. All right, next is the Special Mask for Oily Skin from Mario Badescu. There we go. And really enjoyed this one. It's not as a holy grail as my drying mask is from Mario Badescu, but I did like this for helping to deal with any like breakouts that came about or were beginning to come about, or if I was feeling exceptionally congested, my skin, and was really oily, I would kind of throw this on the kind of areas that were affected. I wouldn't use it over my whole face, but just in those specific areas. Next is my SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. Already on to my second bottle because I love this stuff. So really can't say enough great things about this. Use this as my second toning step. And it really just helps to balance my skin, perfect the skin, hydrate, nourish. It's just, I don't know, stuff is magic in here. I mean, it's one of those things where once people start using it, they really are like, oh, now I see. I mean, some people have used it and they don't prefer it, but on the whole, everyone that I've talked to, most people that I've talked to really have found, they're like just kind of adding it into my routine. It was hard to kind of exactly pinpoint what the differences were, but then the skin started to look better and more hydrated and brighter and fresher, and just kind of does all those things. So yeah, I've used it as my second toning step. So after like my acid tone, I'll kind of throw that in there. And oh, this was the other thing. You pour a little bit into your palm and you press it into the skin. No putting it on a cotton pad and wasting it. Put it into your hand, pour like just a few drops, and then press it into the skin. So, all right, next is the buffering lotion from Mario Badescu. Let me see here. I don't know, it's not focusing, sorry. And the this I use for blemishes. I kind of alternate between this and my Clinical Clearing Gel. Because I still have a lot of the Clinique left, I won't go repurchase this right now, but once that Clinique is done, I'll go grab this one. I kind of alternate between the two, but I really love this stuff for blemishes. All right, next, only a few more products, so I'm plowing right through, yay. The Fresh Sea Berry Restorative Body Cream. Oh, I really love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Is it focusing? There it is. So hydrating and nourishing, and if you're suffering from really intense dry skin, this is a must-have. It really helps like regenerate the skin. If your skin's like very scaly and just hurting almost, this is just really fantastic. And I was just kind of like just drank it in. It lasted me from last winter until now, so that's great how it lasted so long. Got me through 2 winters. It's a little too heavy for me in the summer, so just a little point to know. Foundation I finally finished, yay, but a little sad because I really love this foundation, but I have so many that I need to finish, so I can't think about repurchasing it right now, but it is one of my favorites of all times. The Le Métier Classic Flawless Finish in the shade 2. Can't say enough great things about this. Go watch my video where I talk about do my foundation collection. I talk about this and do a quick review on it. I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. But like I said, I have too many foundations, like a lot. So I need to go through those first before I think about repurchasing that. But I'll definitely repurchase that because it's a beautiful foundation. Next is the Tarte, the Brightener Eye Treatment, the C Brightener Eye Treatment. And really nice, thick, kind of hydrating, nourishing eye cream, very brightening. I would use it occasionally in the mornings, mostly at night, but occasionally in the mornings. Though sometimes if I put product over top of it, it would slip right off. So it'd have to be in the mornings where my eyes were like very, very dry. But really enjoyed that eye cream. Next is the Dr. Dennis Gross Clinical Concentrate Hydration Booster, these little boosters that he made. My favorite was the brightening, then the hydration. Just really great, like extra added step to help give your skin a little boost if it's exceptionally dry or dehydrated. And you would use it in addition to your serum. So like add it to your regular serum. I used it morning, night. It was just like that extra added step. You can add into your routine. That's what I loved about these boosters, is because they can be added into any routine. They're just like you're adding it in rather than have to replace something. Okay, only 3 more. Yay! Oh, I'm so sad about this, though I need to get another one of these. The Cashmere SPF 30 Sunday Riley Sunscreen. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. It wears beautiful under makeup. It's not too thick, not too thin. Just doesn't make me too oily. I can't say enough great things about it. It's one of my favorite sunscreens of all times. So I do need to repurchase that. It's on my list of things to get. Next is the Rodial. Oh, I did finish this actually. The Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Mask. Oh, such a good hydrating mask. It's like a thick gel texture, but so hydrating, like a shot of water for the skin, boosting, plumping. It's just a great mask. You know, you can, I used to use it and apply it in a thick coat and just rinse it off, but you could sleep in it. You'd have to use just a thin, thin, thin layer because it could be a little tacky, but I guarantee you wake up in the morning and your skin will be like, bam, hydrated. Wow. because after I would use it, my skin was always, it was like a guarantee kind of shot of water. All right, last product, yay. It is the Guerlain Maxi Lash, which is one of my favorite Holy Grail mascaras. Definitely need to repurchase this stuff. And this is what the brush looks like. It's probably like super dried out too. It's hard to see, but it's just kind of a long brush, and love this stuff. I didn't like it. The trick to using this was it takes a few weeks of using it for it to get to the right thickness that makes your lashes look fantastic. Like the first few coats, even the first few weeks, I was like, I don't know. But then after a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it really started to thicken up, and then after you have it for a few months, I know, I had it for a long time, it gets really great. So it was like a tip one of my readers gave me, so it was a great tip. And that's it, those are my recent empties. So thank you guys for watching. Can't believe I finished a bag, but so great. Now I gotta fill it up with more stuff. And I'm about to finish a bunch of new things. So I'll have a new empties video coming in probably in a month or two. And thanks for watching, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, bye-bye.